Konnichiwa Sensei. We're the reporters of Group 1. I'm Christian, this is Jessa, and this is EJ.
And we will be discussing the elements of the short story in a group.
So, the author of this story is Rinosuke Akutagawa.
We're gonna pinpoint the literary elements, the protagonist, the antagonist, the point of view, the settings, and etc. First, the genre. The genre of this story was an early modernist short story, or a short story. The setting. The place. The story in a group happened at a court of the police commissioner. The place where witnesses and their testimonies are confessed. The next place was the grove itself. The grove served as the center of everything in the story because it is where the crime happened. Time. The story happened in the Heian period, the last division of classical Japanese history, running from the year 794 to 1185. The mood of the story was curious and interested. Social conditions. Woman discrimination. The norm dictates that generally men, in most if not all respects, are stronger than women. Next, the plot.
So, here's the exposition of the short story. The account of the woodcutter who has found the corpse during his work. So, the woodcutter reports that there was evidence for struggle, but that the man has died due to wound in his chest caused by a sword. He also adds that he has seen no weapons, only a rope and a compass. So, the rising action of the short story were the testimony of the Buddhist priest, the policeman, and the old woman.
The second testimony is told by a Buddhist priest who was seen traveling the day before the murder. And he said that he has met the man with a woman with a fine maned horse. The priest also added that the man had a weapon, a sword, a bow, and a quiver. The third account comes from a police officer who captured a man known as Tajumaru. He said that Tajumaru suffered an injury caused by the fall from his fine maned horse. He also added that Tajumaru was supposed to be carrying a black quiver and a bow, but he did not have a sword. So the fourth testimony comes from an old woman who is the mother of the woman who was seen with the dead man. He said that the dead man was Kanazawa no Takahiro, a samurai and the husband of the woman. And she emphasizes that her daughter has never been intimate with other people other than her husband, and she asked the police to find her.
So, the climax of the short story was the confession of Tajumaru and Masago. So, Tajumaru admitted that he has met a couple and that he wanted to have sex with Masago. But Tajumaru didn't want to kill her husband, so therefore, in order to get his way, Tajumaru needed to separate them. And according to Tajumaru, after the rape, Masago told him to kill her husband or to kill himself because she could not live with two men knowing her. She said she would be the wife of the one who survived. So Tajumaru didn't want to come out as a coward. So he untied Takehiro and they had a duel. Meanwhile, Masago escaped, and after that, Tajumaru has killed Takehiro. Afterwards, it comes the testimony of Masago. Based on her account, Tajumaru has left after he raped her, and her husband was looking at her with hatred. Masago decided to kill herself, and that she wanted Takehiro to die with her too. And according to Masago, Takehiro agreed. Consequently, she tried to kill Takehiro by stabbing him into his chest and cutting the rope. Takehiro was tied with it. Later, she attempted to kill herself numerous times, but each attempt was in vain because Masago concluded that she was not supposed to die.
Next, the falling action. We name it the story of a murdered man. The last account is from Takehiro, the dead man, delivered through Miju. According to him, after Masago has been raped, she agreed with this Tajomaru's proposal to be his wife. Tajomaru knocked Masago down and asked her husband if he should kill the woman for her shameful behavior. Masago escaped. After Tajomaru's united Takehiro, Takehiro stabbed himself with Masago's dagger. He also admits that while he was dying, he felt someone take out the dagger from his heart. Denouement. The short story has no ending, and it is an open-ended story.
The conflict in the story in a group. The first conflict is man versus man. It's physical violence, which is the duel between Takehiro and Tajomaru.
Man versus himself. Tajomaru is having a conflict with himself, if he will kill Takehiro or not. Another man versus himself conflict is between Masago and herself, if she will commit suicide after killing Takehiro.
Man versus society, the conflict is different stories between each characters, which are contradicting.
So here are the characters of the story. So Kawasagi no Takehiro is the name of the dead man found in the book. And according to his testimony, he has killed himself after his wife Masago agreed to live with her rapist Tajomaru and asked him to kill her husband. When he is reporting his account, Takehiro is still angry. So the second character is Tajomaru. Tajomaru is a well-known criminal captured by the police officer. In his report, he confessed to the murder of Takehiro, and according to him, after the rape, Masago asked him to either kill himself or her husband because she could not live with the shame. And Tajomaru asserts he killed Takehiro in a duel. Afterwards, he took Takehiro's possession and left. So the third character is Masago. Masago is a 19-year-old beautiful girl and the wife of Takehiro. So based on her report, she was raped by Tajomaru, who fled after the deed and was left with her husband, who looked at her with hatred. And as a result, she decided to kill herself but wanted Takehiro to die with her. And after that, she has killed Takehiro by plunging her dagger to his chest. She tried to kill herself a couple of times, but all attempts turned out to unsuccessful. She finished telling her report in tears.
The third character is the old woman. The old woman identifies the corpse as her son-in-law, which is Kawasagi no Takehiro, and the missing girl as her daughter, Masago. She appeals to police to find her daughter. The fifth character is the Buddhist priest. The Buddhist priest reports that he has seen a man accompanied by a woman on a horse. They are carrying a bow, a black quiver, and a sword. The last character is the woodcutter. The woodcutter finds the corpse while working in the grove. He reports that there are no weapons, but only a rope and a hoe, and that the man appears to have died due to a wound in his chest. He also said that there was some evidence for struggling.
The next element was point of view. The point of view of the story is first person view. The form of the story is 7 dramatic monologue. A dramatic monologue is a form of one-sided dialogue in which a speaker interacts with someone else, who is also speaking. But his words are never directly.
Last element is the theme. First is the uncertainty and conflicting truths between different testimonies. Second is the explanation of the distortion of the truth. The third is the unreliability of eyewitnesses. Fourth is the commentary on the self-interested nature of storytelling, because there might be bias in some of the testimonies. The fifth is the differences of perception, because there are different characters with different testimonies. Sixth is the differences of values, such as the honor, confirmation, reputation, and courage.